devoted. We please the Lord through his humility, engaging all his senses, serving Sri Krishna, the Lord Almighty, always in devotional ecstasy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Okay, what we show you? Can I go that's me?
According to the Srimad Bhagavatam, many thousands of years ago, there lived a very exalted and meritorious king named Maharaj Ambrish. He was a most powerful and celebrated devotee of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And although he was the emperor of the entire world and possessed unlimited opulence and prosperity, Maharaj Ambrish did not care for it at all. He knew that attachment to such material opulence, which is temporary and illusory, is a cause of downfall in this material life. Therefore, he constantly engaged his senses, mind, and everything he possessed in the service of Lord Rishikesh, the master of the senses. Once, in order to worship the Lord Sri Krishna, Maharaj Ambrish and his queen observed the vow of Ekadashi, fasting completely on that day, in the month of Kartik. After observing that vow for 1 year, after fasting for 3 nights, and after bathing in the river Yamuna, Maharaj Ambrish performed the bathing ceremony for the deity of Lord Krishna, with all paraphernalia. Then he dressed the deity with fine clothing, ornaments, fragrant flower garlands, and other paraphernalia for worship of the Lord. With great attention and devotion, Ambrish Maharaj first worshipped Lord Krishna, and then he served all the Brahmanas.
O Maharaj Ambrish, you have perfectly worshipped the Supreme Lord and satisfied all the Brahmanas. It only remains that you need to break your fasting. At this very moment, the stars are in perfect position. Everything is auspicious, but it will remain so for only 1 hour. Therefore, dear King, we urge you to break your fast.
Indeed, my dear Brahmanas, I shall do so as per your order.
Oh, Maharaj, you are a glory to your dynasty. You are an ideal king, and I feel a devotee.
I would like to thank you for your kindness. Without your guidance, I would not be able to perform my spiritual obligations. Oh, best of the twice born Brahmanas, I am deeply indebted to you for assisting me.
My lord, I am sorry to interrupt you.
Tell me, what grave occasion demands you disturbing my association with these two great Brahmanas?
My lord, a great mystic yogi, Durvasa Muni, has just arrived at the palace, and at once
Oh, Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni. Show him in immediately.
Ambrish Maharaj.
Durvasa Muni. Please accept my respectful obeisances. We are indeed honored by your presence. You are the greatest of the ancient sages, and your mystic powers are practically unlimited. Please honor me and sit here on my throne.
Indeed. Oh, noble Ambrisha, I have previously heard that you are the best of the kings. You are the greatest of kings throughout the world.
It's my good fortune, O great sage. Please allow us to serve you.
I am obliged by your humility.
If you think of myself as worthy, please partake noon prasadam with us today.
Indeed, I will take prasadam at your royal palace today. But first, I must bathe in the Yamuna river and observe my noon prayers.
I will wait for you anxiously.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
As Durvasa Muni had gone to take a bath in the Yamuna and observe his noon prayers, the auspicious time for breaking the Ekadashi fast was fast approaching. In great dilemma, Maharaj Ambrish decided to seek the counsel of his expert Brahmanas.
My dear Brahmanas, please enlighten me at this time of great dilemma that I face. Sage Durvasa has suddenly been gone away for a very, very long time now. Since he is meditating, he does not notice the time. But if I do not break my fast in a very few moments now, I will spoil my vow for Ekadashi fast.
Indeed, this is a very dangerous situation, Maharaj Ambrish. But if you drink or eat, then what happens is that you break the Vedic code for proper behavior.
But if you do not eat, then you will break the rules for honoring prasadam.
Oh, Majesty, I think what you can do is that you can drink some water. According to the Vedas, drinking water is same as eating, and at the same time, it is not eating.
That's a very good idea. That way, he will be satisfying the Vedic etiquette of honoring prasadam later with Durvasa Muni, and he will not break any of these Vedic codes. It's a wonderful idea.
All right, I will do as you advise.
Yat karoshi yat asnasi yat joshi grasi yat tapasyasi kauteya sat purusam tarpanam.
King Ambrish! Oh, Durvasa Muni. Please come, have a seat. Everything is ready, and I will bring the prasadam brought for you.
Ambrish, do you take me for a fool?
Oh, I am sorry. Have I offended you in any way?
Ambrish,
Do you not know? I have mystic powers. I know what goes on in distant places. And even in people's minds.
I do not understand.
Do not understand? Alas, just see the behavior of this cruel man. He is not a devotee of Lord Vishnu. He is a puffed up rascal, being too proud of his material opulence and aristocratic position. Ambrish Maharaj, you invited me here as your guest. Instead of feeding me, you yourself were eaten first, you fool. You have offended me. Now I shall teach you a lesson. You will never forget.
When the demon created by Durvasa's curse tried to kill Maharaj Ambrish, he did not even move slightly. With folded hands, he fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Krishna and meditated. At that moment, the Lord Vishnu released his divine weapon, the Sudarshan Chakra, which burnt the demon to ashes, and then went for Durvasa Muni. Just to protect himself, Durvasa Muni fled everywhere, in all directions, in the sky, on the surface of the earth, in caves, in the ocean, on different planets of the rulers of the three worlds, and even on the heavenly planets. But wherever he went, he immediately saw, following him, the unbearable fire of the Sudarshan Chakra. When he could find no shelter, he finally went to the topmost planet of the material world and approached Lord Brahma.
I have offended King Ambrish. As such, I am being pursued by Lord Sudarshan Chakra. Please help me. Please give me protection, Lord.
Oh, Durvasa Muni, I cannot protect you because I am the servant of Lord Vishnu. I do not have powers to counteract him. Rather, there is nobody in the world, or there is nobody who is having the power to defy Lord Vishnu's will. However, you approach to Lord Shiva. He is the greatest of the devotees of Lord Vishnu. He may be able to help you.
As you command, faithful Father.
Jab jab rako pe
something from me?
Oh my lord, I have made a great offense against King Ambrish. I have been pursued by Lord Sudarshan Chakra. Please help me, please save me.
Oh Durvasa Muni, past, present and future, all are known to me. Yet, I am still bound with the will of Lord Vishnu. I cannot protect you. If you want a relief from Sudarshan Chakra, simply you should approach Lord Vishnu.
Approach Lord Vishnu?
Yes, I cannot say anything which will protect you.
As you order, my lord.
Hari 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 Hari
desirable objective of all devotees. I have made a great offense against you. Please give me protection, my lord.
Oh, Durvasa Muni, I am completely under the control of my devotees. I am not independent at all, because all my devotees are devoid from the material desires. I live within the core of the hearts. What to speak of my devotees? Even those who are the devotees of my devotees are very dear to me. I protect my pure devotees all the time.
I understand now the glories of a Vaishnava. I was foolish to think that King Ambrish was just a member of the royal order, and I wanted to make a show of my Brahmanical power. But his powers of gentleness, austerity and learning have defeated my mystic powers. I shall immediately go and beg for his forgiveness. Thank you, my lord. Oh, Sudarshan Chakra! My dear Ambrish Maharaj! Please forgive my offenses. I am so fallen. Please help me. Please save me. I have been fleeing from the most fearsome Sudarshan Chakra for an entire year.
O great sage, please forgive me. Due to my impudence, you have had to endure so much. O Sudarshan Chakra, you are the original villain of the Lord. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Please be merciful on Durvasa Muni. If I have done any pious activities, or if the Lord is pleased with me in any way, I wish that this great Brahmana be freed from the pain of being burned.
Oh, my dear King Amrisha, you are so merciful. For in spite of my horrible offenses, you have prayed for my good fortune. Thank you, my dear Amrisha.
My dear sage, I deserve no credit. In fact, because of me, you have had to go through so much of difficulty. Please come now, have a seat, and I'll get the prasadam brought for you.
Oh, my dear King, today I have experienced the greatness of the devotees of Supreme Personality of Godhead. For although I thought of you as an ordinary person, but still, you have prayed for my good fortune. You have saved my life and given me a chance at self-realization. Therefore, I am obliged to you. Kindly order me, O King. What can I do for you?
My dear Brahmana, in fact, because of me, you have had to go through so much of difficulty. Therefore, please forgive me. I have been standing here for the one entire year, sustaining my life only on water, and praying to the Lord that you will come back one day and have prasadam at my place. Please accept my obeisances. Please have prasadam with me today.
Indeed, O King, I will have prasadam with you.
Thus honouring prasadam, Durvasa Muni left the palace, and travelling through the skyways, he continuously glorified Maharaj Ambrish. Thereafter, being endowed with all transcendental qualities, Ambrish Maharaj perfectly executed his devotional service to the Lord. After some time, to set an ideal example, he gave up his kingdom and opulence and went to the forest to concentrate his mind fully on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. The Srimad Bhagavatam gives the following benediction: anyone who hears this narration will be liberated in this very lifetime, but one who describes or even thinks about the glorious activities of Maharaj Ambrish certainly becomes a pure devotee of the Lord.
Ambrish Maharaj ki
Hare Krishna, let's all give a good applause. they really have, within a very short period of time, I think just they had 2 practice runs and they've done so wonderfully. So we'll just introduce the cast of devotees that have performed. Of course, our 2 Brahmanas, not only in name, but in deeds as well. His Grace Taral Bilochana Krishna Das and His Grace Shukrajiva Prabhuji. Ambrish Maharaj played by Umesh Prabhuji. Brahmaji played by Sanjay Sharma Prabhuji. Lord Shiva played by Vinayak Prabhuji. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, played by Govind Prabhuji. And his eternal associate, the Sudarshan Chakra, played very well by Priyesh. And the demon, played by Jayesh Prabhu. Okay, I've got the names mixed up. And the 7th played by Mayuri. And special thanks to Rajeshwari Mataji, who trained all the children up, who were singing so nicely. These were the shlokas from Srimad Bhagavatam about this pastime. And of course, the main character, how can we forget him? Durvasa Muni, played by our dear mouse Priyadarshan Prabhuji.
And we should also thank His Grace Viraj Krishna Prabhuji, and there's a lot of supporting staff for nicely directing us and reminding us that these plays that we do, not only for the Vaishnavas but also for the pleasure of their lordships, Sri Radha and Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai Sri Radha Gopinath Ji Ki. So this play is, of course, as Taral Prabhu mentioned, is for the pleasure of the lordships, and it drives a very important message, and the message is not only one. So we'll just spend a few minutes on what this message is, and so this is the program where